They're the best games on Sega's swan song device. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 Sega Dreamcast games.
Ah, good.
For this list, we're sticking to one game per franchise. We're also only focusing on games that were released while Sega officially supported the system, as much as we love games like Sturmwind, which was released in 2013 on the Dreamcast. We can't include that, since it's not an official release. Number 10, Skies of Arcadia. Kicking off our list is the swashbuckling Sky Pirate RPG. Taking place in a world where chunks of land float in the sky and you travel around on flying pirate ships.
Cutlass Fury!
Arcadia featured dungeon exploration and airship combat, as well as a mini RPG that could be uploaded to the Dreamcast's VMU.
Dispose of them.
All this combined to make it a solid RPG for the system.
That was fun!
Welcome to the Power Stone world.
Number 9, Power Stone 2. A unique 3D fighting game that's absolute madness, Power Stone 2's arenas were filled with various hazards, useful weapons, and even changed dynamically as the matches played out. It also allowed for up to 4 players in one match, who sometimes had to team up to take down bosses that would sporadically appear, making this an epic choice for a party game.
Victory!
This is your very own guerrilla broadcaster, Jet Set Radio!
Number 8, Jet Set Radio. Known as Jet Grind Radio in North America, this colorful, cel-shaded street art game had you playing a rollerblading graffiti artist. As you skate around covering up rival gangs' tags with your own, you're forced to deal with the most trigger-happy police force ever.
This is headquarters of all units. The SWAT team is on its way. Tear gas will be deployed.
Yeah.
All officers on site, leave now.
Who frequently call in SWAT teams and Apache attack helicopters to take you out.
Hey! Hey! Hey!
Choppers, and when you find those kids, don't waste any time.
Geez, overreaction much?
This is headquarters to all units. Police dogs will be released as reinforcements. Please use caution.
Hey, come on over, have some fun with Crazy Taxi!
Number 7, Crazy Taxi. A well-made port of the arcade game, this game has you playing as a guy who clearly can't follow the road rules, yet somehow is a licensed taxi driver.
What are you, stupid?
The game revolved around delivering impatient passengers to their destinations while performing the wildest tricks along the way.
Right on!
Top it off with a licensed soundtrack from The Offspring for, as the announcer would say, a crazy experience.
Are we leaving today?
Hey, watch it, you idiot!
Number 6, Resident Evil Code Veronica. Code Veronica is the first in the survival horror series to use 3D backgrounds rather than pre-rendered environments, compared to the previous entries. This game has you playing as Claire Redfield from the second game.
Welcome, Claire. Consider the area you are in a special playground I have prepared just for you.
Who's now trapped on an island infested with, you guessed it, zombies. Later bringing in her brother Chris, as well as antagonist Albert Wesker, CV is a solid but oft-forgotten entry in the series.
I am Alfred Ashford, commander of this base.
Oh? You must be one of Umbrella's lower-level officers if you're in command of a backwater base like this one.
How dare you!
Number 5,
Soul Calibur.
a launch title that ended up being graphically superior to its arcade counterpart. Soul Calibur set a new benchmark for 3D fighting games. Bringing into combat some of the bluntest but effective weapons in video game history, this game was the go-to choice for those looking for arcade fun in a living room setting.
You win!
Number 4, Sonic Adventure 2. Sonic has struggled with 3D games as of late, but his second outing on the Dreamcast can show you that it can, or at least could, be done.
How pathetic.
An interesting twist on adventure games, where you can play as either the hero or the villains. Each character brought unique gameplay elements with them.
Yeah!
Oh, and you could raise those cute little creatures too.
That was cool!
Number 3, Phantasy Star Online. A prime example where the term way ahead of its time is an understatement. This was an online RPG released when 56K dial-up was still the standard.
In the year 2000, Sega announced that it would, within the year, create a new world. In that virtual world, the internet.
An RPG that blended science fiction and fantasy, its servers are no longer running, meaning that if you want to play it, you have to hack your system to access private servers. Despite these modern limitations, its groundbreaking ambition wins it its spot here.
The gaming population is the entire population of the world.
Number 2, Shenmue. Here it is, the Dreamcast's killer app in more ways than one.
Do this, so it's easier to eat.
Wow, she's eating!
Originally planned to be released on the Saturn, and in a trilogy, production was moved when that system stopped being supported by Sega.
This is cool. I should try again.
This action-adventure game was also one of the most expensive games ever made, with production costs totaling over $45 million. Sadly, this game's trilogy has never been resolved, since the third game died with the Dreamcast.
I knew you couldn't resist, boy.
What?
Remember the tattoo parlor? Payback time. Here, catch.
Before we get to number 1, here are a few honorable mentions. Number 1, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, New Age of Heroes. Taking the top spot is the fighting game that not only was a great port of the arcade game, but the definitive version for its time. With 56 fighters to choose from, put together into 3 versus 3 fighting arenas, there's a lot to experiment with. Not to mention its over-the-top screen-filling specials and fast-moving combo gameplay, it easily takes the iconic number 1 spot. Do you agree with our list?
You gotta be kidding.
Which Dreamcast game was your all-time favorite? For more definitive top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
I'm hijacking the airways and terrorizing you with tunes, because we're gonna turn these dirty streets into one big dance party.